Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Radio Free Wall Street. Oh, my God, what a day. Horizon servers crashed, at least it was Horizon, I think. And we lost our uplink. We lost our downlink. We have different servers that handle our quotation, and we have different servers for our stream, but it was just a mess. And, today was a catch-up day. As you know, I've been running behind with all the incredible stuff with Donald Trump. And so it was a very important day for me, and holy shit, Batman, I got nothing here, and anyway, I'm now caught up. I've finished up. I've posted market news and commentary, got that caught up, Radio Free Wall Street, and with this broadcast, I'm now caught up, and just in time, and let me tell you why. The whole theme of the past week has been the obvious crack-up of the Donald Trump presidency. You need to embrace it, okay? This is not a matter of deep state. It's not a matter of Republicans. It's not a matter of Democrats. It's just a matter of a guy that's just incapable of serving as president of the United States. He is putting us in these mindless trade wars that are cost us dearly. His own people in his own administration are against him. It's not a deep state. It's not Hillary. It's not Republicans. It's not Democrats. We just got a guy who he bullshitted us. And he snuck into the job as president of the United States, and everything he touches, he's turning to shit. And these mindless trade wars are absolutely a disaster, as you were seeing. And we're headed for the Trump depression, and there's no way around it. So all I can tell you is please, 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 please prepare yourself for the coming wipeout. Prepare yourself for the coming depression. Prepare yourself for the horrible things that's going to happen. Now, specifically, we will begin operations this coming week, both enhanced in our ETFs and across the board on positioning ourselves for this next round of trade wars. It is my analysis that the market does not understand what's really going on, does not understand how the United States economy is going to be savaged by these trade wars, does not understand that Donald Trump is not going to back down. You know, he may have been listening to people, but now that he's been humiliated by Wilbur's book, the New York Times, he's not listening to anybody. And Donald Trump is fighting for his very survival, his reputation, everything that's important to himself. And I just want to be very clear here. He is not fit to be president of the United States. He does not know it. As Donald Trump self-destructs, he will create the Trump depression, the Trump dump, as I like to call it. He will absolutely, positively create constitutional crisis after constitutional crisis. He is absolutely out of control, and that has not been priced in the market, not realized. Now, remember, at the same time that you got the China-U.S. trade wars that's going to throw the world economy into a depression just like they did in the last depression. That's trade wars, I mean. You also have the Federal Reserve that's raising rates, which they did during the last depression. Talk about deja vu, deja vu, deja vu, deja vu, deja vu. And deja vu. And if you understand this, the Trump depression and wipeout is a terrible thing to waste. Now, I want you to understand clearly that don't bother talking to your friends and neighbors. What are you talking about? That's crazy shit. That's deep state conspiracy. Everybody knows that. Listen to me. Stupid money has a job, being stupid money. And you can't have wipeouts without stupid people holding ridiculous positions. They probably Harvard MBAs and Wharton Business School and people, billion-dollar hedge fund managers, and BlackRock comes to mind. Goldman Sachs comes to mind. Did I mention Pimp Company, Pimpco? So basically you've got these mills, these machines, these grinded-out enterprises that have manipulated markets on high. Look, there is no discussion. It's a ridiculous bubble market. It's no discussion the market is overvalued. These assholes can't admit it. Well, the valuations might be on the high side. Might be on the high side. What are you talking about, you asshole? You've had 10 years of free money. You got corporations doing every nasty, evil, dipshit thing you can imagine. Drug companies pushing drugs that they know are killing people. Car companies reducing cars to a pile of shit. I mean, years ago, when we had the car dealerships, I remember people telling me, people don't give a shit about any specifications on a car. I mean, I could tell you, what Saginaw transmission was in it, what the sub-assemblies are, every piece in every car. And, what I discovered is like, well, what do you think about the paint job? Is it pretty? And I never had, I actually know people that bought cars that could not tell you what engine was in or what the horsepower was. You go, holy shit. And now it's even worse. It's like, well, it's got a YouTube, Bluetooth, direct link and internet. You put your SIM card here on the dashboard and away you go, and OnStar and all this shit. You go, I don't give a shit about that tinsel shit. And we were talking about getting a pickup truck here, okay? We got a very old year 1999 dually. What a beautiful thing. I got 380,000 miles on this thing. And it's the workhorse. You got to move big rocks, throw it in the back. You can't hurt the damn thing, okay? Go down on the ridge where there's no road and across the rocks and all that shit. It just keeps going, put it in four-wheel drive. I've got the one, I think I showed you pictures of the my one with the, I call it my puddle jumper. Well, the kids are finding out who gets to drive that now because it's time for them to get them a car. So it looks like that's going out of there. I've got the Hummer. And, I've got the 57 and all this other shit I'm building, the Vets and all that. But I need another pickup truck. So I went down and looked at the Chevy and went, what a pile of shit. Oh, my God. The chassis underneath that thing is like, I guess I'm going to have to go to a bigger truck to get back to where they haven't moused it around so much. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, there's no steel in the damn things. The parts of this chintzy shit crap, made out of this aluminum zinc alloy. I mean, how about steel, Shit. Cast iron, with real bearings in it. It's unbelievable the shit they're producing. But it's got a YouTube video connection, OnStar. I don't give a shit about that. I mean, I can scotch tape in there, duct tape in there with, Velcro, a laptop or a, shit, unbelievable. So anyway, I'm trying to figure out the dilemma of, I guess it's going back to before they China-sized this thing. So it's really, the pile of crap out there was unbelievable. And the prices, you look at the price, you go, I'm not paying $75,000 for this crew cab with the furry carpeting and the quarter-inch thick leather seats that, you could, poke a screwdriver through them, no problem. It was just in your pants pocket, the handle. Unbelievable. So the reality is that we're crumbling. Corporations, in their fight for survival and in the nasty shit they've been up to, are just creating products that are crap. You know that. And it's getting uglier and uglier and uglier. It's hard to find anything for value. And, I mean, the $50,000 house is the $1.5 million. Yeah, shit. Well, you got to understand this is the Bay. I don't give a shit where it is. It's $30 a square foot. I don't give a shit if you're going to try $230. That's my price. You see, I have a gift of understanding what value is. I don't give a shit. Oh, the market sets the price. No, the market doesn't set the price. The only time markets are fairly valued is when they're on their way from undervalued to overvalued and they cross over the price point that's a reasonable one. By understanding where value is, you now can become a true value investor. There's no value in any share of stock in any company anywhere in the world. None. Like Barney Manilow said, going down? Oh! Yeah, Bernie. Have another drink. So anyway, bull market. Yeah, Bernie. He's over there. I guess he wakes up every day in his little cot. So the point is we are headed for another wipeout, and I want you there for it. Fantastic trading opportunities. Don't bother talking to your brother, your cousin. They're not going to understand it. They'll come want to borrow money from you, I guarantee you. And the reason why, let me tell you a real secret. You know why they don't understand it? Well, if you got $15,000 in credit debt, you're making $60,000 a year, you got a mortgage of $250,000, $300,000. You got the college debt coming in. You got the wife who's very unhappy, and she's probably having an affair with her boss because you ain't around no more. So life's going to pretty much to hell, and all the traditional values are out the window. Your whole generation of kids, I don't know where the oil goes in the car, and they raised them stupid to keep them stupid. Just buy another one on eBay. Yeah, don't need to fix anything. And so you sell a pile of shit. So if you're selling a pile of shit to stupid people. You want to keep them stupid. So you want to sell a $35,000 house for $1.5 million? I mean, it's got to be stupid. You want to get a pickup truck, and you got a chassis in there that, wouldn't be enough for an old Corvair. So you just understand you got a piece of shit. And you put a lot of tinsel in there and a lot of fluff. And you're basically sucker the sucker. So everywhere you look in our society, we're at that stage where there is no value. And because valuations are so high, debt levels are so high, people are becoming desperate and will do anything. Now, if you understand that, and understand that we're headed for a debt wipeout, 10 years of free money is over. The Fed is going to be raising rates every quarter. That's every quarter, 3 quarters in a year, 4 quarters, 4 times 3 is 12. Every quarter, the Fed's going to be raising rates. Every single quarter. Quarter point. And that means every time they raise it, your Fidelity fund gets making less money. Every time they raise it, another company can't roll over its junk bond debt. Every time they raise it, another emerging market that is the debt in dollars wipes out. The dollar's going to go stronger and stronger and stronger. The stock market has not priced in the Trump wipeout. The stock market has not priced in a recession. The stock market has not priced in the end of the world as we know it. They just don't have the numbers. They don't have the understanding. And that's always the case, okay? Stock markets are basically retail sales platforms for the latest dog shit stocks. The reason why you put your company into the stock market is you get to overvalue it, okay? Now, when you greatly overvalue it, that means that you get to keep your company because you keep the controlling shares. You sell it to the suckers. You take their money. You give them nothing in return. And you made more money taking your company public than you did on the company. And that's the game. Well, that day is done. That day is coming to a bitter end. That party is over. Now, if you understand that, okay, then you can make a lot of money. These companies are not going to be able to keep these valuations. The stock market is a bubble. The yield curve is inverting. The U.S. economy is going into a recession, a wipeout, and there is a fortune to be made in that knowledge. And, of course, your cousin Louie, your brother-in-law, and your friends don't understand that. Why? Because they're paid to be stupid. I mean, that's their job. Their job is to be cannon fodder. You know what cannon fodder is? Those are the guys that go, okay, charge those machine guns on the beach in Normandy. Well, there's machine guns that chop people up. You'll be a hero? Okay, fine. I guarantee the general wasn't there. Now, if you understand the reality of the world we live in, the masses are supposed to lose money. The stock market is a wealth-creating machine. A wealth-creating machine for Wall Street, not for simple people. Yeah, I'm buying these. See, you got the new Nifty 50s now. The new Nifty 50s are the fangs, and these are the high-tech stocks. And my broker, E.F. Dutton, told me that I need to cut in here and get in there. And I did that. And of course, I borrowed money on my credit card. I got point miles, and I got my mortgage for 35 million years, and then renewable every 10 years on the rate anyway. And I'm on the property ladder, and we may suffer a little bit now, but eventually our $1.5 million house will be $3 million. Now, of course, you go, well, who's going to be able to afford it? Well, everybody. Oh, really? I'm going to get 35 people. So I've actually seen mortgages where the banks have gotten like 15 people on it. Give me 1, give me 2, give me 3, give me 4. It's like, it's like siphoning through Italian property ships owner. There's Luigi, Nunzio. Whose property is this? Oh, my cousin gave it to my brother, and my brother gave it to my sister, and she's on it. And you go, we're never going to repossess this piece of shit. Right, you figured it out. So I want you to know that we're beginning operations. I want you to know the stock market has not priced in this wipeout that is looming large on the radar screen. Donald Trump is done. Put a fork in his toast, okay? Up in flames. Oh, my God. Now, are they going to declare him insane on the 25th Amendment? I don't know. Are they going to impeach him when the Democrats take the House? I don't know. They may even take the Senate, too. Does he pop a gasket one time? Oh, I'm president. I'm president. Oh, I'm the president. Oh. Okay, Don, that's nice. Take your pill and go back to your room. You can see him walking around with, furry slippers and a bathrobe all the time. The guys go, well, that's a shame. What happened to him? What happened? Well, we think he had an aneurysm. So what will be the demise of Donald Trump? It'll be the demise of America as we know it. It will be the end of the big run. He is going to reside over the wipeout of the United States of America. He's going to wipe out of individuals, the wipe out of the economy. And hear me carefully. If Donald Trump tried to reverse every one of his policies today, it's still too late. Okay, we're in the death zone. Now, he is not going to reverse shit. Donald Trump's going to double down. Donald Trump's going to show us a deep state conspiracy. You're in the White House. You saw that book by that reporter guy? Well, the deep state conspiracy is trying to impeach me because I'm giving you a job in a coal factory and I'm bringing steel great again. And workers of the world unite, and we'll be great again. Great, I tell you, great. And what Donald Trump doesn't realize is that, like most showmen, eventually you ran the show too many times. Eventually, everybody's seen the act. Everybody knows the punchline. There's no more murder mystery. They know who did it. And eventually, you're found out to be a bullshit artist. And already the battle lines are being drawn for what will be the contentious election. And Donald Trump was relying upon the fact that he got out the vote and his adversaries did not. Obviously, Hillary stopped campaigning too soon. That is not going to be the case this time. These people are going to absolutely positively contest the Trump presidency. This will be a test, and he will fail. But now you got to undo what he did. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. How do you undo it? Well, it's just one of these situations that's not going to be easy. How do you undo Donald Trump? Well, the problem you've got is that you have got the trade wars he started. You've got the tax break bonanza for billionaires. Remember the business roundtable? Well, here we go. Go to hell, Donald. And, of course, they took the tax break bonanza for billionaires, cashed in their stock options, bought back their shares of stock to increase their earnings per share. Well, there are less shares. Well, I know it. That's a great economy and all that shit. Well, now what you do? Now it's like everybody head for the hills. And what happens? Well, if you got to cash out, somebody's got to cash in, right? So the idea is to keep the suckers in the game, the retirement funds and all that, and then you can make a killing when you run, and they're done. Got it? So we're in a situation where President Pence will reside over depression. He will be ill-equipped to get America out of it, and what's going to happen is you're going to see a Great Depression like never seen in our lifetimes, most of our lifetimes. You are going to see the absolute disasters du jour, as unfortunately people who were formerly prosperous will be broke. You're going to see retirement funds go, sorry, the emerging market bricks and shits. And let's see, it's B for Brazil, R for Russia, I for India. Oh, China too? Oh, yeah. Dumb shits. Never is that going to work out except for a disaster. So it's now time to say, what the hell went wrong? Well, what went wrong was the fact that we elected a bullshit artist, a very ugly man. And this ugly man is destroying the economy. It's trade wars that cannot end up well, race baiting. And basically, what is basic Donald Trump's whole style? Confrontation, hatred, lies, and more damn lies. And it does matter if you got a president that's a liar. It does matter if he starts trade wars that we can't win. It does matter if he doesn't know what the hell he's doing in foreign policy. It does matter if Russia's got pictures of blonde girls peeping on his face, okay? And he cares. It does matter that he has no honesty, no ability, no knowledge, no experience, and he failed his on-the-job training test. Now, what even matters even more is that once you figure that out, oh my God, then you can capitalize on it. So I'm here to announce to you the greatest trading opportunities ever. What I see is the greatest potential profits in the market ever. Of course, I could be wrong. And I want you to know that I see the greatest number of people wiping out and losing their wealth. and losing their retirement, losing their savings, losing their life. And that's sad. But now we've done our part. Okay, anybody that wants to click on for free can hear these opinions you're seeing now. Of course, they're not getting the trade secrets. That's got to be inside the temple for that. But the reality is that they don't see it. They don't care. They don't understand. And they want to buy into a lie. I've been this 35 years. And your brother Louie and your cousin, never, ever going to see it. Won't believe it. Look, they all lived through the 2006, 7, 8, 9 wipeout. Well, you see, that was a unique situation, and now we got safeguards where that can't ever get no pig's ass. You got no safeguards. You got it worse than ever before. Donald Trump is going down. He's taking the economy in your life with him, if you let him. And all I can beg you to do is wise up. Wake up and smell the coffee. And if you got the brains and balls, trade the shit out of what's going to be the Trump wipeout. Trump has no chance, as in none, done, of surviving this. He has no chance of finishing out his term as president. I want to be very clear. No chance. Now, if you understand that, well, then you can capitalize on this thing. You can make your fortune. And you can become very, very, very wealthy. We're going to be starting operations for the stock market crash, and it's more complicated than just a simple crash, as you know. But we'll start a scary leg down, and then they'll recover like this. Oh, that's no problem. That was just a little market. And okay, so just pause and refreshes, and they're going to spin the bullshit. And they're going to get another group of suckers in the game. And all I can tell you is that if you got a brain that works, eyes that can see, a little bit of capital to speculate with, the world's yours. You can make a fortune. And if you go, well, that's okay. It'll be all right. There's no problem. Deep state conspiracy and, all shit. And we are in for hell on wheels. We are in for a huge, hotly contested elections. Talk about acrimony. Donald Trump is going to go off the wheel, cart off the wheels. In fact, he's off the ranch. The roller coaster's off its tracks. I mean, it's going to be crazy shit with this guy. Why? Well, he knows he's going down. Look, you may not know it. I know it. Or you may know it. But Donald Trump knows about all this because he knows the bullshit. He knows the lies. He knows what games he played. And he is in a fight for his very survival. Of course he colluded with the Russians. Only a dipshit idiot could not figure that out. He told you he did. And so Donald Trump, his days are numbered. And the economy is going to hell in a handbasket. The Trump depression has officially begun. The end of the Trump presidency happened, by the way, with the Mueller investigation. But if you want another timing point, it was with the revelations that Trump's staff were trying to control him. They said, we steal pieces of classified documents off his desk, so forget about it, because it's not on his desk, he can't think about it. The man, Donald Trump, is a congenital idiot, a retard. He has a son that inherited the retard gene. The youngest one. And it's now a time for you to understand that Trump has no chance of survival. He has no chance of maintaining his role of president. And that is, Donald Trump wipes out and cracks up, he's taking you with him. He's taking your money. He's taking your retirement. He's taking your savings. He's taking your real estate. And everything Donald Trump touches will turn to shit. No, I don't believe that. No, I don't believe that. No, Donald Trump's a great guy, and it's a deep state because he's rolling back the EPA regulations. All that. That's bullshit. The EPA regulations and all that crap. That's just part of doing business. Everybody knows it. Okay, besides that, when you got a factory in Shenzhen, you don't have to worry about the EPA. And it's now time to figure out that Donald Trump is done. His presidency is over with. Donald Trump has played his hand, and now it's over. And that new book that came out is a masterpiece. The deep conspirator, the traitor inside the White House, I think Donald Trump calls him, is a traitor. They need to be stopped, and I want Sessions, my good friend, Attorney General Sessions, to investigate. All this. I got to go, wait a minute. We don't put in jail yet in America people disagree with the president, okay, yet. And Donald Trump said, I'm going to fix that problem too. My friends, Starting tomorrow is a whole new world out there. Starting tomorrow, we begin operations for the Trump depression and wipeout. Starting tomorrow, we cash in as Donald Trump is cashed out. He's going down. He's not going to survive. We're going into depression. Nothing that can be done to avoid it. By the way, there'll be no bailout this time. I want to be on record here. We have 5,000 banks in America. 3,000 of them will be merged, purged, consolidated, and put out of business. I want you to know that the European debt contagion collapse has already happened. The first domino has fallen in Turkey. Italy's next, Spain not far behind. I want you to know that the Argentina-Brazilian debt default has begun. Oh, you could throw in there Venezuela for good measure. Now, it would be absolutely asinine not to understand this. It'd be even more sad not to see this wipeout is coming and not trade it, okay? But I guess most people want to be poor. I mean, you've got, you know how to say, no guts, no glory, no brains, no bucks. So it takes, a combination of tools. And I guess the majority of people are just loser, boozers, drug users. Give me my six-pack of beer and my medical marijuana. But for those of us that dare to dream, that dare to speculate, that dare to take a risk, that dare to understand what's going on and not buying the bullshit, well, this is the most fantastic time for thinking people to cash in, as it's bye-bye, Donald. Hate to see you go. Whoa, Donald's done. And now you can make your fortune.